Alright, welcome to Shabit Uganda e-learning. My name is Nelson, and we are making a continuation of our question. Our question was here. You are saying a charcoal dealer has 903 sacks of charcoal to transport to a market. And then if the vehicle carries 60 sacks of charcoal, how many vehicles will he need? Okay, so we are able to find out this, and we are able to find how many vehicles that are needed. So we found out that the vehicles which are needed, we are able to calculate it from here. That is 903 divided by what? Divided by 60. So we got our 15.5. So that simply means we can't get the 15.5 what? 0.5 vehicle. That means we are going to get 15 vehicles and a half. Okay, so when you see that, that means we can still postpone this as part of the charcoal. So if they take 15 vehicles only, there will still be remaining some other sacks. Okay, so what we are going to do for us to get be able to get the number of how many sacks will be left with. Okay, for us to get the number of the sacks which are left, for us to get them, we shall be able to say what is our 15 times 60. Okay, our 16 times what? Times 50. So here we shall get this is the same as 6 times 5. We get our 30. Okay, then we carry 3. What is 6 times 1? 6. Then here we get 9. Then 0 times what? 0 times 5. We get a 0. 0 times 1. We get 0. So this simply means we have our 0 here and our 9. Okay, I've written this badly. Okay, let me try to rub this. Okay, so we are saying that is going to be our what? Is going to be our 9. So we see that if we have 15 vehicles, in the 15 vehicles, they are going to take only 900 what? 900 sacks. So this simply means we shall get our 900 03. Then we subtract it from the 900. Okay. So when we subtract this from the 900, we shall be able to remain with our what? Our 3 sacks. So here we can now say therefore. Okay, we can say therefore number of sacks remaining equal to 3. So we shall be remaining with 3 sacks that will be remaining. We still have some other number to solve. Yes, let's also look at the last question which was given. Our last question is here, and they are saying a retail shopkeeper buys 70 dozen of pens from a wholesaler. If he is given 849 pen in all, how many will he get? Will he get free of charge? A wholesaler buys 70 dozens of pens from a from a wholesaler. This shopkeeper is the one buying from a wholesaler. So he is given 849 pen in all. How many will he get free of charge? So here also it needs us to divide. It needs us to do what? It needs us to divide. So we are going also to divide our number here. Okay, we are going to divide our number from here. We are having our number, which is 70 dozens by all the total what? All the total pens, which is 8 by what? Which is 840 what? 849. We divide that and we see how many he is able to get. So when we divide 8 divided by this, we can say by 70, we try one time so far. Okay, if we try once, this is going to be 70. Okay, so if that is 70, we subtract, we are going to get our 4. Then we get 14. So we say 14 divided by what? Divided by 70, which is impossible. So we add our 9, which is remaining here. Our 9, which is remaining. So we say if we try 2 times 149 divided by 70, we try our 2 here. So when you say 2 times 70, we get 140. Okay, we get 1 what? This is 1 what? This is 140. So when you subtract, you see the remainder, which is remaining. This is the same as 9, 4, which is 0, 0. So we are now having our 9, which is what? Which is remaining. So 9 divided by 70 is impossible. When a number is impossible, what you do, you put a point. When you put a point, it allows you to add your 0 here. So when it allows you to add your 0, so this now becomes 90. What is 90 divided by 70? We still get 1, then here we get our 70. Okay, so when we get our 70, we still subtract. This is going to be our 0. Then 9 minus this, we get 20. Okay, so we have our 20 again here. So we say 20 divided by what? 20 divided by 70, impossible. Since we have a point here, we can still add ourselves a 0. Okay, so we say 200 divided by 70. If you make 2 times, it is going to be 140. Okay, 140. Okay, so here we can make 2 times. This becomes 1 what? 140. Okay, that is 2 times 70. So we still do what? Still subtract. We're going to get our 0. We get our borrow 1 from here, becomes 10. So this becomes 60. Okay, so also this becomes 0. Okay, so 60 divided by 70, it is still impossible. When it is impossible, we shall still add ourselves a 0 here. So when we add ourselves a 0, that is going to be 600 divided by what? 600 divided by 2. Okay, so when you say 600 divided by 2, you are going to try. If we try out our 10, this is going to be 700. So we should reduce. Okay, let's try out what? Our 8. So when you say 8 divided by 70, what is 8 divided by? What is 8 times 70? You can try it here. Okay, our rough is going to be here. 8 times what? Times what is 8 times 7? 8 times 7. 8 times what? 8 times 7. What is our 8? 8 times 70. Someone with an answer? Someone gives us an answer. Okay, so we are saying 8 times what? 8 times 7, we get 50 what? We get 56. So this simply means we are going to be getting our 500 and what? 60. So we subtract this. When you subtract, we're going to get our, this is going to be 10. Then here is going to be 4. Then here is going to be, we borrowed 1, becomes 5, which is a 0. So we are now having our what? Our 40. Our 40 divided by this. So when you say 40 divided by this, we still add our 0. So when you say our 400 divided by what? 400 divided by 70. So we can try out our 5 here. When you try our 5, this is going to be, what is 5 times 70? Okay. This is going to be, what is 5 times 70? We get 300 and what? 350. Okay, 300 and what? 350. So when you also still subtract this, is going to be our 0 here, and then that's going to be our 5, then this is going to be our 0. Okay, so now we are having our 50 what? Our 50 divided by 70. Okay, so which is still going to be impossible, as we have our 0 here. Because we have a point, we still add our what? Our 0. Okay, so we can see that this number of hours this number of hours is going to be what? It's going to be recurring, as I see. So let's try, because if you say this 500 divided by 70, let's try out. If you say 7, what is 7 times 1? 7 times 70, this is going to be 40 what? 49. Okay, so this is what? This is 49 minus. So here we get our 0 here, we get our 1. Okay, and then this is 10, because this will remain is 4. Okay, so we have our 0 what? Our 0, 10. So when you have our 0, 10 here, that simply means that this is going to be 10 divided by 70. Okay, so when you say 10 divided by 70, it is still impossible. So this simply means we are still going to 100 again, because we still have what? A point. So there is somewhere where we got our 100. So when you say 100, this simply means we started from a 1. When you say our 100 divided by what? Divided by 70. Of course, we take 1, remainder 70. Okay. So you can see we are now going to get our recurring, because we had it here, it is repeating. So you can now stop this number from here, and then you conclude that your answer is going to be this one. Okay. So that is our last number, and it was totally been so challenging, but we have finally understood that this is what? Our number, and it is recurring. So for this lesson of division, we have been able at least to know some concept of how we can divide these long numbers and get the answer using our long what? Our long division. The same method that you have been using, be able to use that and practice. Watch the videos every time. You can be able to make it as long as it is quite disturbing. Thank you very much for being part of this. please be able to subscribe and also be able to check out on our playlist. Comment to get your view about this video and to save you more. Thank you very much. Nice moment. Stay blessed.